And then you've got the old republic under it. And the homeland is dissolving the republic and attacking its foundations. It's absorbing it. It's using it up. But we have to run in and defend the republic, aid the republic. It's a spirit. It's an idea. It's a philosophy. It's bulletproof. It's a manifesto. It's a constitution. It's a declaration of independence. And so it's a spirit. And the enemy wants to demoralize you. The enemy wants you to think you don't have power. The enemy wants you to be scared. Ladies and gentlemen, the only thing you have to fear is not getting up off of your butt and resisting these people. And it starts by going over and knocking on your neighbor's doors and saying, I'm going to show a film this Saturday night at my house, and I'm going to cook hamburgers for everybody. You want to come over? It's a political film that's not left or right. It's about where this country stands. And it could be Endgame. It could be Invisible Empire with Jason Burmas. It could be Terror Storm. It could be Fall of the Republic. It could be any of those films. It could be Aaron Lee Russo's America, Freedom to Fascism. You want to defeat the New World Order? It starts with you literally printing up copies of the Declaration of Independence, going to your neighbor's house, and saying, I want to talk to you. And you know what? You may talk to 10 people till you find somebody that wants to talk to you. But now there's 2 of you. Now you don't feel so alone. When there's 2 of you knocking on doors, suddenly you won't get 1 out of 10 or so to join you. Suddenly half the people. Now suddenly you got 20 people coming to the next road. Starts with 1, ends up with 2 at the end of the street. Now, by 3 streets over, it's 20 or 30 of you knocking on doors. And hey, turn the television off night every week. Start picking somebody's front yard or backyard to have a party in. And run up flags. Run up a Don't Tread on Me flag. You just start preaching the culture of liberty, and people are hungry for it like a man in the desert who hadn't had water in 4 days. People are hungry. They are thirsty. They are crying out for it, and you've simply got to reach out to them. That will defeat the globalist. The whole world government is moving out in the open right now. All of the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. And we knew their plan. We understood their plan. And for almost 17 years, I have attacked them at point-blank range. You have attacked them for many years. Some have attacked them for 50 years, seeing it coming as the globalists were building their new system, and the parasite was growing the whole time. That was its incentive to keep growing. And now it's overtaking the republic. Now that they're on top of us, you ever had a bully sit on you when you're 10 years old, sit there, punch you in the face and spit on you, and you finally get angry and throw them off of you and beat the tar out of them? We're at the point where they're squatting on us, spitting on us, hissing at us with their big snake eyes like pinwheels, trying to hypnotize us culturally, spiritually, societally. And it's time to get up. You're not thinking about getting up. You're not thinking about getting these guys off your back. You're not thinking about it. You're going to do it. You're going to stand up, period. And that's what it's going to take. Because the choice we have is no choice at all. The alternative, I mean, this is not some run-of-the-mill, good old boy, boss hog corruption we're dealing with. This is not just no. This is scientific. But as sophisticated as this tyranny is, once you're aware of it, once you know that it isn't going to give you quarter, once you know it's not going to give you a place in it. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of sociopaths I know out there listening. Is this system overall doing good for you? On average, no, it's not. You're losing out as well. You see, when everybody sells out, it creates a total hell. I mean, I look at all these cloistered yuppie-type businessmen in their perfect suits, and you'll see them at dinner meetings talking, and everything is totally calculated with a fake affect and response. And it's like, why are you even having dinner together? It's not even real. I mean, that's got to be a prison you're in. But see, for those people, building a wall like that is a shield. And the truth is, those are cowardly people. We need to cultivate uprightness, true intent, and honor and directness. You are nervous about knocking on your neighbor's door. You're nervous about going and speaking at the city council. You're nervous about being involved politically. If you do it 10, 20, 30, 40 times, you will become completely confident and empowered. And then you can go to the other extreme where you get like I am. I can fall asleep in front of city council. I can give some of the best speeches you've ever seen, as I know some of you have witnessed, because it comes from my heart. But my problem is I do this so much, I've gone to the other side of the spectrum where it's like breathing. But you feel disempowered and you feel hopeless because you're not moving. And I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to do a perfect job the first time you take action or the 50th time. But you are going to feel so empowered and so alive, and you are going to build those political and intellectual muscles by taking action, by taking the field. If you never tried to learn how to row, you're not going to learn how to row. If you never tried to learn how to play golf, you're never going to learn how to play golf. If you never try to learn how to box, you're never going to learn how to box. If you never try to learn how to work wood or oil paint, you're never going to learn how. If you never try to learn about how the world really works, you're not going to know anything. And the system thinks you're lazy. They think you're brokeback. They think they can run over you. And listen, a lot of people are in a total trance, living in la-la land, arrested development, and you're not going to reach them. They don't count. They've never counted. It's 5% of the population on the side of good and the side of evil. 90% sucking their thumb, looking for somebody to lead them, looking for somebody to help them. That's a fact historically. And the secret is, of the 5% that evil's got, more than 4% of that, or more than 4/5 of it, are well-meaning people in a brainwashed template, believing they're helping good by the evil. When you show them their compartmentalization and show them how they're serving darkness, you can flip that 4/10 of the enemy's force to us like that.
We all know that Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
You don't need me to tell you that humanity is in a deep crisis. Everyone can feel it. We know a tectonic struggle is now taking place between the forces of freedom and those who love darkness, bondage, and enslavement. Yes, my friends, evil is rising. But take heart, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Recently, New World Order operative Hillary Clinton admitted they're losing the info war.
We are in an information war, and we are losing that war.
The globalists are scared. They've overreached. The future of the info war is in your hands. Join PrisonPlanet.tv. Download the thousands of special video reports, ebooks, and more, and get them out to everyone you know. Continue to spread the word about the broadcast on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and every other globalist propaganda platform. We are going to use their system against them. The info war now goes into high gear.
If the government is busy secretly stockpiling emergency food supplies, shouldn't you be too? In any emergency food situation, when the local grocery stores and your kitchen cabinets are empty, the first 72 hours are critical to you and your family. With the 72-hour emergency meal kit from Solutions from Science, you will be prepared for the troubled times ahead. These flavorful and filling 12 prepackaged meals come in a variety of dishes, have a 25-year shelf life, and simply require water to make them ready to eat. Are the cans of soup and extra jar of peanut butter going to see you through? The 72-hour emergency meal kit is now on sale for $39.97, a small investment for tremendous peace of mind. You can find out more about the 72-hour emergency meal kit and the sale by visiting 72survival.com. That's 72survival.com, or call 800-208-9491. That's 800-208-9491. Why face the next emergency on an empty stomach?
Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to try to stop ranting and pontificating for a few minutes and open the phones up and cover news for the entire second hour coming up today. Any news item you want to cover, any issue, any question, you disagree, you agree. But I'd like to hear from Obama supporters who think I'm wrong and still think he's a good guy. I want to hear from Mitt Romney supporters. I mean, do folks believe these polls that that's what conservatives want? A guy who literally is like Al Gore with better hair? Or do conservatives think, like they've told me on the ground, oh, Alex, he's just a chameleon. You know, he did that to get elected. What? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, looking for a different outcome or response. The entire stock market is rigged on record by the mega banks for volatility, up and down, so they can generate fees. It is so frustrating to see this unfolding. Now, after I get to some of your calls, and by the way, the number to join us is 800-259-9231, 800-259-9231. After I get to some of your phone calls here today, and it's not first-time callers, but if you've called in the last few weeks, give somebody else a chance, please, because we don't screen your calls, and longtime fans kind of take advantage of it so other folks can't get on board. 800-259-9231. Coming up, I mentioned some of this yesterday, but the New York Times, the Washington Times, and others are reporting that Israel may go ahead and strike Iran, and that indeed the green light is been given to Washington. Washington's been told Israel's getting ready to strike it. And here's a New York Times article, U.S. planning troop buildup in Gulf after exit from Iraq with an eye towards the threat of a belligerent Iran. That's New York Times, Saturday. Here's Haaretz, though. An attack on Iran would be disastrous for Israel by Amir Oren. A lot of the Israelis, it's not one monolithic group. They're saying bad idea. Also, remember Bill Gates saying they want to release genetically modified mosquitoes to, quote, cure you of malaria and other things, but also to forcibly give you vaccines? See, everything's moving into forced vaccines where it's in the pharmacological beets or the pharmacological onions, where it actually grows the big pharma in it. Listen to this. Concerns are raised about genetically engineered mosquitoes, New York Times. And they go on to say, we're worried because you're releasing something that can't be recalled. So that's all coming up as well, and a bunch of other news. What do you think about armed citizen militias showing up